pardon me in advance for the black and white exposure. This is my first time using UCam and don't know how to bring the color back. So I do apologize for that. But at any rate, I ran into a situation today that I absolutely wanted to share with you guys because it just baffles me how many people in today's, today is still unfamiliar with short sales and the benefits, the benefits from actually going through a short sale process when you are facing the ugly foreclosure situation. So at any rate, I had a woman stop by my office today, single mother of four, recently divorced, unemployed, had a business failure, and as the icing on the cake, she was going through a foreclosure action. She was actually coming up upon an auction date, which is a pretty scary thing. But at any rate, she found her way over to Wydell and to me, and we sat together and we talked about your short sale. And what I found to be amazing was this woman, although you can tell she was pretty savvy, she done some research online, she'd been working with an attorney with a bankruptcy. So even with all of these resources available to her to talk to her about the foreclosure action, she still really had no idea what a short sale was and how it could potentially be beneficial in her situation. I'm thinking, for children and going through a foreclosure auction and somebody showing up at your door essentially to kick you out of your property, not a good situation. So in this case, a short sale would be beneficial to her because she doesn't need the financial benefit of a short sale, but she could use the additional time in the property and maybe some relocation assistance to help her and her children get started in a new place. So with that being said, I wanted to share this information with you because just like the woman that stopped by my office today wasn't aware of all of the benefits, I'm thinking maybe you're not either. And who knows, maybe you're not comfortable. I'm sure other realtors or attorneys or what have you, but a lot of times when we're going through these financial distresses, we are not comfortable talking about it. And just some information for dummies, as I would call it, because I know it's a litany of information on the web and available all over the place talking about short sales, but I'm telling you from an agent perspective because this is essentially what I do. So with that being said, what's a short sale? A short sale is essentially a sale of real estate in which the proceeds from the sale itself will be less than the outstanding mortgage obligation on a property. So what does that mean? If you currently owe $100 on your property, don't you wish? But if you currently owed $100 on your property, but your property was only worth $75, then a short sale would allow you to sell the property for $75. Okay, and it would cure the entire mortgage obligation, to the lender. So not so let's say the difference between the $75 and $100 that you owe, there would be a deficiency of $25. But if you successfully complete and cooperate and complete the short sale transaction, 9.5 times out of 10, that deficiency amount will be waived. And when you work with an experienced agent that knows how to process these short sale transactions, those odds are increased in even more. I've not processed one short sale transaction where the deficiency amount has not been waived, and let me tell you, I process a lot of them. In the past 4 years, that's how I've been able to sustain myself in real estate, by becoming very well versed in a short sale transaction. And it's just that simple. What are some of the obvious benefits of a short sale transaction? Well, you're able to come out of a property that you wouldn't normally be able to come out of because you had that mortgage obligation and the property is worth less than what the mortgage obligation is. So that's one. Another obvious benefit is the fact that you could come out of this property and also have the deficiency amount waived against you. So that's another benefit. There you may also, because of your situation, I'm sure maybe you need relocation assistance. There's another benefit for you. So there's a lot of benefit to processing a short sale transaction, but people are usually scared because they don't understand what does this mean. So I have this thing that I like to share with people, or I send out to people that I see are imminently approaching a foreclosure action, I like to send out like correspondence to them. And what I do is what I do with this letter is I basically say, ask me about, and I'm going to extend the same thing to you. Ask me about the income and expense qualifications for a successful short sale candidate. Ask me about lender relocation assistance. Ask me about your credit after the completion of a short sale transaction. Ask me about the time frame for qualification of a new mortgage after you successfully complete a short sale transaction. You can ask me who pays the realtor's commission, who pays the closing costs, the lender deficiency judgment. Are you on the hook? What are the tax implications? Ask me anything. I am the short sale guru. If you are in a situation where your property is in financial distress and you're considering your options for a short sale, you need to contact me today. Okay?